More companies in Singapore are looking into the use of robots to take over tasks traditionally performed by humans. This can help improve productivity and address the issue of manpower shortage. In schools of the future, robots will be able to guide children in their lessons. Teachers will then have more time to observe the students' behavior and identify their needs. That's the vision of researchers from the Nanyang Technological University.
Imagine we are putting a more structured curriculum into the robot to help tutoring the lower primary school kids like P1, P2, like a companion robot to help them go through their curriculum.
The researchers have come up with a prototype that they have tested in some kindergarten.
It's actually different from sector to sector. If you're in manufacturing sectors, their main goal is to improve productivity. If anything, they really improve productivity immediately. They were going to adopt immediately. But for other social or educational type of robots, they need to go through a lengthy case study.
For teachers, it also means picking up a new skill.
Not very familiar. Teachers should be open. It's lifelong learning. We should always look forward towards something new, something up to date.
Dr. Chen said that since 2013, more companies have shown an interest in robotics. Still, the benefits are attractive. Meet Techie, a robot waiter. It can work long hours, deliver food and drinks to customers, and even take the lift to send over toiletries to hotel guests. The company behind the robot said more than 10 firms will be using it from April.
Our aim is to replace the repeated, tiring jobs for human beings so that they can concentrate more on the productive work.
What are the tasks which is a non-skilled things, they can divert it to this guy, the techie, and the skilled things, they will be much more focused on that. So when we recruit the person, this is the first thing we see in a person, that how fast he will be adopting the changes, or how, until at what level he is able to adopt the changes.
Workers themselves feel the need to be opened to new technologies. At KK Women's and Children's Hospital, a robotic bottle dispensing system was rolled out in 2015. It can load, pick, assemble and label bottles. This replaces many of the manual tasks involved, saving around 8,760 man-hours a year.
Yeah, at first me and my colleagues were a bit apprehensive on operating the machines. We don't know what to expect or whether the machines will be beneficial for us. But after a while, the vendors, the engineers taught us how to operate the machines. They taught us how to troubleshoot, and now we are more confident.
Ms. Hamida also said workers should not be worried about the robots taking over their jobs, but should see them as helpers to improve efficiency and customer service. Healthy lifestyle activities are getting good response from the younger Malaysian generation as well as senior citizens as they joined the Gemma Aerobic program recently at the Titi Wangsa Lake in Kuala Lumpur. The exercise and entertainment program, jointly organized by the Retro Aerobic Club or K-Retro with Kuala Lumpur City Hall, combines traditional and modern elements with 5 types of dances, namely joget, hip-hop, zumba, bhangra and high-low. K-Retro President Zulkifli Muhammad said Gemma Aerobic is a weekly program held each Sunday at the lakeside to promote and create public awareness on a healthy lifestyle. It had received good response from the young and also senior citizens. The club is happy to note of the increased interest in healthy lifestyle activities among the people, which they can carry out with their families without the need to attend paid aerobic classes. The Gemma-aerobic program, which began in May 2013, is free of charge, and participation has been increasing from time to time. The program involves, among others, a One Malaysia dance exercise incorporating traditional Malay martial art of Silat, Sabah Sumazo dance and Chinese Tai Chi movements. When referring to startups, we often think of technology or software companies. But a new model of startup that is getting a lot of interest from Vietnam's community is creating unique art spaces. Whether you can draw or have never drawn before, or you are an art lover but don't know where to start, everyone with a passion for art is welcomed at Tipsy Art. Tran Kim Thai, a Tipsy Art student attending Tipsy Art class, said she really knows how to draw, but she thinks this will be an interesting experience. Nguyen Nam Ha learned drawing for his architecture university exam, but he didn't take it. Now he wants to see if he is still able to draw. Tipsy Art is a class where everyone can relax, be happy, and submerge in the classroom space. The feeling of holding a cocktail in one hand, a brush in the other, swaying to the music, and painting with colors is such a different experience. Here, teachers guide students in mixing colors, brush placement, and painting composition. Everyone is very focused on finishing their work. Vui Tu Ngan, Tipsy Art co-founder, said she wanted to create a space for everyone to come and discover art. The trend of young Vietnamese now is to learn new things, to discover their potential. Lee Tu Hang said she has a very tight working schedule, thus for many months she hasn't been able to experience anything like this. Truong Hong Dong said this is an amazing experience and he likes it a lot. The passion and desire to create an art space for everyone was how Tipsy Art began. Creative start-up ideas like this can inspire and spread the love of art in the community. The hunting-gathering life of the Sakai jungle tribe becomes a tourist highlight at Thailand's southern province of Patalung. Most of the Sakai, also known as Simang, live in the deep jungle on the border between the Patalung, Trang and Satun provinces in the southern region of Thailand. The mountain jungle in Pabong district is home to the tribe for over 500 years. They are a family of 32 tribesmen and women that have close ties with another family in adjacent Satung and Trang. Ethnologically described as nomadic hunter-gatherers, the Sakai people showed their livelihood and habitats to the tourists. Their villages and houses are located near water resources, where there are an abundance of wildlife and vegetation. Thailand's Treasury Department has minted commemorative coins featuring a mother elephant and her newborn. Director General of Treasury Department Chakrit Parapantakul said the 8,000 coins came in three nominal values: 4,000 baht and 2,000 baht for gold coins and 200 baht for silver coins. They were exhibited at World Money Fair 2016 in Germany in February and will be available for purchase for both domestic and international buyers in June. Chakrit said the coins were meant to honor the king's idea for wild elephant conservation and a coexistence of human and elephants, as well as the bonds between the jumbos and humans in Thai society. Minted in the UK, the coins feature a mother elephant and her child, showing the motherly bond. Construction of a railway linking Laos and China, destined to stretch to ASEAN neighbours Thailand, Malaysia and Singapore, began recently in Vientiane, Laos. Laos Deputy Prime Minister Somsavat Lengsavat, in his speech at the groundbreaking ceremony for the Laos-Sino Railway Project, said the railway project is the first highly standardized rail route to be built in Southeast Asia. It will significantly boost the socio-economic development of Laos, improve the nation's transportation, and generate a lot of jobs for the local people. He was speaking at the gathering attended by heads, leaders and superiors of the party and government of Laos and distinguished guests. The Deputy Prime Minister was also head of the Laos-Sino Railway Project Steering Committee to the groundbreaking ceremony of the Laos-Sino Railway Project. The railway will be designed as a standardized Class 1 with international standard gauge 1435 mm. The railway system is a single track and the design speed for passenger trains is 160 km an hour, while reserving speed of 200 km an hour in the flat terrain from Vang Vieng to Vientiane capital. The single track with a 1.435 meter standard gauge rail network will have 31 stations, including 5 main stations and 76 tunnels with a total length of 195.78 kilometers. The line will also have 154 bridges of 67.15 kilometers in overall length. When being used for passenger transport, the trains will travel at a maximum speed of 160 km per hour. But when goods are being transported, the maximum speed will be 120 km per hour. The Lao National Assembly approved the project in 2012 as part of plans to turn Laos from a landlocked country into a land-linked nation. It is hoped that once operational, the railway will be Laos's longest and fastest, with an average speed of 160 km per hour and 60% of the line being bridges and tunnels. It is part of a larger 3,000-kilometer regional railway that will run from Kunming through Laos and Thailand down to Malaysia and Singapore. Laos currently only has one railway, which opened in 2009 and is linked to Thailand's Nong Khai. China, Laos's largest trading partner, has been promoting the project as a boost for Laos's development, in addition to the benefits for Yunnan province.